Gentlemen, we're back. Firecrotch Friday movie reviews with the ginger. Yeah, buddy. Look, without a stutter this time.
I call him that. I forgot we call him Firecrotch Fridays.
Today we did another OG flick with my man Mel Gibson, The Patriot. Bruh.
It's a classic. Even before you told, like, I rewatched it just to refresh my mind, but yeah. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. The cast is incredible. I think it's one of the best cast movies of all time.
It's a great movie. It's also, you know, we had 4th of July, which is when we talked about doing the movie review, right? Because I had just passed, but that was a big one for me.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the world as it was, not this fake woke pussy shit that people are teaching in schools, like,
right, you
know, men are grabbing women across the damn planes over here to force them. No, that's not how it was. You helped us, we helped you, we grew together, and that's how we flourished as society. And men, especially men, had to go through and do a lot of crazy shit to be in the world we're in, right? And women did too, because things weren't easy back then for either, right? But to sit here and hear all the shit that's going on with the Roe v. Wade and all these other fucking crazy shit, I opened my Instagram to post, you know, happy 4th from MMT to you. And it was like, you know, America doesn't deserve a birthday. I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
Fuck 4th of July, this. And that's the most disrespectful shit to the men and women who have served in our armed forces and what they had to go through from that era, from before to now.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of stuff that was like, you know, like, why would I celebrate? America's not even great. Like, America's not even, like, worth celebrating right now. And I'm like, listen, you have the choice to not celebrate America. That's what's so great about it. Like, yeah. I'm going to celebrate. I know you're going to celebrate. But there's people out there who are just going to, like, you know, treat it as a normal day. And you're welcome to.
Yeah.
That's what's so beautiful about the country. And I feel like that in itself is worth celebrating. That choice within itself is worth celebrating.
It's true. It is. The freedoms and the choices we have is what makes it great, right? But that doesn't take away the fact that you're a disrespectful piece of shit. Like, I'm going to say it because no one else is going to say it. But I've lost friends in the armed services who were good friends. I've lost family, right? Serving to protect the freedoms that you have, right? The ability that you have to walk in front of somewhere and throw yourself on the floor with whatever picket sign you want. I'm about that. If you're picketing for you and for what you believe in, go for it. But to then look back on the people who gave you that ability and not even be grateful for that, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That fucks me up because it's just, dude, I don't think people really get it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how many veterans come home that are homeless, commit suicide, PTSD, like, just to see these things in real life, right? Just to give you guys a quick story, one of my best friends, business partner, Nathaniel, he did multiple, I think 3 or 4 tours. He was deployed. This is years and years later. Fast forward, we're partners. We go to see a movie called 13 Hours. Great fucking movie. During the movie, me and all of my buddies were all, oh, damn, this is crazy, right? And Nate sat there the whole time like this, like just with his fingers like this, watching the movie. And we didn't understand. Afterwards, you all right? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Next day, came into work. Said, hey, man, how was it? You good? Yeah. How was the movie? He's like, dude, from a cinematography standpoint, he's like, it was perfect. He's like, that's exactly how it is. You'll have kids run up to you and say, hey, America, America, yay. And all they're doing is going there to give away your location, and then we're in a gunfight for 2 to 3 days, like nonstop. That's insane. Can you imagine being shot at for days at a time? You can't sleep, you can't eat, you're defending yourself, your family, your friends, your freedoms, and this guy's willing to lay his life on the line for you to do that.
Yeah.
So now, here he is, and he couldn't sleep, and I asked him, like, are you all right? He's like, yeah. He's like, I went home and took a shower. What? He's like, I felt dirty. He's like, I could taste the sand. I could taste the dirt. I knew exactly where I was. He's like, I felt gross. I had to shower. Imagine that kind of feeling to where your sense of taste takes over. You know what I mean? From a movie. And not in like a good way. Like, oh, this was great. Tastes like cotton candy. Like, ways that makes you sick.
Right.
And you lost some of your friends. Like, he watched a buddy die within a meter from him, you know? So to hear those stories and to be in so close proximity to so many military and police and all these things here at MMD, right? To see their struggles and to still watch them deal with them.
Right.
And use martial arts as a way to escape and like take care of themselves mentally and physically. To then see some shit like that posted by some, you know, snob who has no idea what other worlds are like, other countries are like. You know what I mean? You're so privileged here. It's crazy that you think the rest of the world is either better in some type of way or gives you more freedoms and or rights.
And it's like a lot of people that come into this country, like a lot of immigrants who are like celebrities too, you know, and like celebrities are generally more on that side of being kind of woke. But if you look at like a lot of celebrity immigrants and just immigrants in general, they'll never bash that. Like They're always so grateful to be here because they know what it's like being outside of this country and like having to experience what they experience.
Yeah, I mean, Alon's podcast, when we did with Alon, same thing. He had a fucked up view of America until he got here. And he was like, wait, what? This is the greatest place in the world. Not only that, his son is a Marine, right? Like, that's how much he wants to give back to this place, right? It's a wild thing. So the movie Patriot kind of goes through all of those things, right? From him being on the side of, hey, let's not piss these people off. Let's just kind of tuck our tails. Let's not get involved. Let's let chips fall where they may. Because it will come to your doorsteps, which is kind of a crazy thing because we're dealing with some of these things now, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, no, it would never come to us. It couldn't until they saw it on their doorstep, literally on their doorstep.
Well, that was what was like watching that movie, especially in today's climate. It was so interesting because it's a movie that takes place in early 1770s. It's about the Revolutionary War, completely different time period than what we're in now. But it's like, there are a lot of similarities that you can draw from that movie into now. And like you were saying, like how Redcoats would appear on your door. I can't remember what the act is called, but basically Redcoats were now living with you. Like, I can't remember what that specific act is called.
Yeah.
But they would basically station 1 or 2 Redcoats in every civilian home. And you had to take care of them. You had to feed them. You had to wash their clothes. That was your duty to the king, to the crown. And it's wild. It's wild in that movie when you try and imagine if like England still controlled us and they sent 3 soldiers to live with you. Yeah. And you would take care of them like they're your kids.
Yeah. Fuck that. But again, because a lot of people, I can't say, because it's not all, right? There's a lot of patriotic, beautiful people around the world, but to the few who do not have any understanding of what we're talking about or don't want to think about it or choose to not believe it and only believe in your tiny ass little bubble of a world, man, I don't have any other words other than just say fuck off. Really. Like, because it's such a good movie and it touches on all those things that were real, right? Love, death.
Yeah, and the part that like to me was the most compelling was throughout the movie, Mel Gibson, he has his kids, right? And he loses 2 of them, right? 2 of them die. Mm-hmm. And it's a testament to like, not just, that's another parallel that you can draw. That's not just soldiers back then, that's soldiers now. They are losing family out there.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like watching that, you get very emotional. Yeah. His son, Heath Ledger, played by Heath Ledger, watching him die and just, you see that almost snap in his brain where he's like, all right, I'm going to go rip shit apart now. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go batshit crazy and kill as many people as possible and do my best to end this thing so England has to march their ass home.
Yeah, when they killed his first son, he went to go protect his second, which was Heath Ledger. He went to protect him, and when he did, you know, he pulled out his old Indian hatchets, and because he had this this myth behind him of him being a ghost. Right. So now it's like, okay, let's show you motherfuckers what it really is.
Well, because he was an English soldier. Mm-hmm. He was a redcoat, which is actually this is a fun little history fact for you. George Washington was a redcoat. Not a lot of people know that. Mm-hmm. And then he turned.
for the better.
That's really, thank you, George. Well, I say that in an Irish accent. Good, unreal.
But yeah, dude, he took his 2 boys who were underage, young kids who were kids, and guess what they had to do? They had to grow up really fucking fast in that microsecond of a moment and say, hey, guess what, boys? Now you're a man. Grab those guns. You're going to stay here, protect your brother. You're going to stay here, protect your brother. And if you see me go down, get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Right? And
don't come to me. Get out.
Yeah.
Leave.
And leave your brother.
And they're kids. Like, they're not, I'm not talking like an 18-year-old. I'm talking like these are like, 10 years old. Yeah. Imagine a 10-year-old kid who now has to protect his family, his sisters. That's how shit was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's wild. But again, those people who made those sacrifices, they did that because they believed in the future. And now the future's here trying to disbelieve the past.
They believed in what this could be.
Yes. And now that we have a lot of these amazing things and you got to a point where it was so amazing, let's try to forget the past. Well, the problem is if you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it. Right? And now we're in this climate of this soft, woke, sissy shit, right? Where now it's like, wait, guys, we might be repeating some old shit.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Like, if you ask, I mean, I love history. I think you love history.
Yeah.
If you ask any kid in high school why they study history, I don't think any of them would give you a legitimate answer. A lot of them are like, we don't need that. Like, why do I need to know about what some fucking old guy did in the past? And
that was me, my first few years of high school, 100%.
But then when you, like, now that I'm kind of growing up and I'm starting to watch the news and I'm watching what's happening, I'm like, I learned about this shit in fucking, like, 9th grade. They told me about this.
Yeah.
But it took place in 1950. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of parallels being drawn, and you study history to study patterns and understand when things are going to repeat itself.
Yeah.
And this is one that's not, like, a lot of people are going to be mad when I say this, but almost every time that a country has seized guns from citizens, a genocide has occurred in a few years.
Yeah, but those kinds of things that people get upset with are
facts.
It's a fact. It's
that
statistically
happened.
Proven. It's a fucking fact. You don't have to like it, but you have to understand it's a reality. Right? People live in this false world of whatever it is that they created in their little head, and it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, and I'm not saying, like, if they took guns away from every American citizen that would happen.
I am. 100% I am.
I'm saying,
are you shitting me? Look at fucking Biden now. Like, no offense for you Biden supporters. Right? Like, the way they speak about guns, just the terminology they use. Listen to Newsom, the way he fucking talks. Right? And we can't say too much because we don't want to get fact-checked and all that crap. Mm-hmm. All I'm going to say is this: the terms that they use is this volatile and da-da-da. You're like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Why you got to talk? You just use a sentence. Just talk like a normal human being. You know what I mean? You're coming out with these commercials and making them all kinds of crazy. Just like talking nonsense.
Yeah, it's almost like propaganda and marketing has become so much of politics and not so much of really having a reason, but just trying to make it seem like your reason is the right one, or your idea is the right one, and you're not really supporting that with evidence. You're supporting that with
feeling.
A good marketing team.
Yeah, and a lot of feelings. You know how to attack people's feelings. Our children.
Right.
Bitch, our children what? Right? We're told from Jump Street, if you want a gun, guess what? Keep it out of fucking grasp of children. But you think that these are the people that are running around breaking laws, and that's just not true. Right? You take away them all, guess what? People who can buy weed and drugs, certain things legally. But guess what? A lot of them don't. They buy it illegally. Kids who aren't supposed to drink under 21, I could give you fucking handfuls of dudes that still get fucking alcohol. Right? And they're not supposed to, but they do.
Yeah, I'm 19. I'm not old enough to drink, but I know a ton of people my age. Like, if I want to get alcohol, I could get alcohol within the hour.
Right.
It's not hard.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So people, yes, in a perfect world, should anyone have to have any type of weapon? No. But that's in a perfect world. And we are not in a perfect world by fucking far. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Right? You have shootings, all these things happening. It's wild. And again, this is what happens when we do these fucking movie reviews. We kind of fly off topic, but they all have something to do with the movie. So, the purpose of the Patriot movie review was A, dope ass movie.
It is. It really
B,
is.
To say thank you to the U.S., thank you to all of the troops, thank you for the 4th of July, because it's fucking awesome. That's what this is about.
It's my favorite holiday for a reason. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like beyond, don't get me wrong, I love the fireworks and I love grilling and all the meat that I get to eat, but just being able to sit back and appreciate people like my grandpa who fought in Vietnam and everything that he has sacrificed, and I might get emotional here.
That's fine.
He doesn't like talking about Vietnam, and I get it. I can't say I can relate to anything that he's remotely been through.
Yeah.
But I know that he's seen some fucking wild things that I can't comprehend.
Yeah.
And if I had seen things like that, I don't reckon I'd want to talk about it either.
Yeah.
So it's like when you can kind of just sit back and really appreciate the meaning of like 4th of July, what it's celebrating, it becomes a lot more meaningful. Especially if you, especially if you know people that have served and how it, you cannot go into the armed service without it affecting your life until the day you die.
Right.
You know what I mean? With Nate, with my grandpa, with anybody else.
My grandpa's in the Navy.
I don't think you can serve without that being part of who you are until the day you die.
Yeah.
It's more than a job.
Yeah. And we have a lot of you guys here, man. Like a lot. Tim, Carlo. Man, there's so many of you. If I can't name you all, because if you know me, I suck with names. I call everyone either honey or sweetie or Shrek or bro, because I'm retarded and forget people's names.
He calls me Ginger, and I'm pretty sure he calls me Ginger because he doesn't know my real name.
Sometimes that does happen. I'll be like, Ginger. They're like, who? And I was like,
Ginger.
Griff. That's it, Griff.
I'm like, man, I've been going here for like 2 years now.
So, yeah, that's just me. But I got hit in the head for a living, so what do you expect? I'm not the smart one. He's a smart one. He's the well-studied one. I just look good.
And I look better. But
See?
It is an excellent movie. And part of the fun about this movie for me is like the characters. Like it is very sad because you get attached to Heath Ledger because of what he's trying to do. Like he's trying to
He believes in the cause, and he's trying to convince his dad to get back to that same belief.
Because he knows his dad believes in the cause as well, but he doesn't want to fight simply because he doesn't want to put his kids in danger.
Correct. Which is admirable, too.
Absolutely.
Right. I understand where he's coming from.
And as a dad, he's trying to make his son understand, like, this is why I don't want to fight. I don't want to lose you guys. You know what I mean? And then, obviously, his son gets killed, and he's like, all right, I'll fight. And then he does, and it's just, like, the most badass, like, horrendously terrifying.
Dude, that hatchet scene is probably the most iconic. Just gangster scenes that every time I hear people talk shit on Mel Gibson, that's the first thing I think about.
Yeah.
You better shut the fuck up, man. That nigga grab a hatchet. You were fucked. Like,
He's got a gun there, and there, and he's manning all three of them.
Like, when they were giving him shit about cussing out his chick, or that voicemail that came out where he was angry, which cracked me up because people were so irate. Did you hear how angry he sounded? I was like, you should hear me when I get cut off. Jesus Christ. I'm a fucking psycho. I just didn't get caught on tape. You know what I mean? Like, everyone likes to forget that they ever had made a mistake in their life and that they're perfect. I would never.
I know.
I caught myself honking at a chick yesterday. My light went green to go straight. Her lane was to turn but was red. And I see her start going, so I stop and I let her go. And I'm looking like, what the fuck are you doing, lady? You're running red light. Because she saw the green and just went on accident. Mm-hmm. And right as I'm about to cuss her out, I was like, damn, Frank, you've done that one time. I remember you did it. Like,
yeah.
I hold myself accountable because I like to be the perfect driver. So I was like, you made a mistake too, stupid. Like, You're not perfect. Calm down.
It's funny. Every time, like, someone does a shitty little driving maneuver to me, you know what I mean? Like, and then I end up right next to them, I always hit them with the same look. Like, the same, like, you really just fucking did that to me. And then I'm like, I've done that. Don't look at them. Like, just keep driving straight. You know, like, I want to be that guy who's angry because you wronged me, but I'm like, I've fucking fucked over so many people on the road. You have no idea. So just keep driving.
But that's the thing. We like to pretend that none of us do anything wrong. We're all perfect. And I think that is the most asinine shit in the world because it holds people to a false accountability that's not real.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that, again, how social media plays into everything. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So, no, I think every time they would freak out on Mel, the first thing I think of is that scene. And I was like, bro, man, yo, fucking up, bro. He's crazy.
Yeah. And he's got, like, a fucking heap. Like, even, listen, his other, like, kind of historical movie that I can think of is Braveheart.
Yeah.
With, I don't know who else is in that, but he plays William Wallace. And don't get me wrong, like, it's good. It is a good movie. But watching Mel Gibson try and hold a Scottish accent, a consistent one throughout the entire movie, is comical. It is hilarious. It's so inconsistent that it's like I know what you're trying to do here. I get it. I'm really I'm glad you're not just doing an American accent as one of the greatest Scottish heroes of all time.
Yeah.
But man, is this just a weird casting choice? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think one of the best parts about The Patriot is the villain.
I remember you. On that farm, that stupid little boy. Did he die? It's an ugly business, doing one's duty. But just occasionally, it's a real pleasure. Before this war's over, I'm going to kill you. Why wait?
I can't you just can't stand
I
him.
hate him.
Yeah, you can't, even as, you know they're a good villain because you hate the actor. That's how you know someone did a great job, portraying a villain. Like, King Joffrey in Game of Thrones, you just want to fucking, you can't stand him. And then it's at to a point, where you see the actor and you're just like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
You annoying little piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's even seeing, he kind of plays a similar character in the Harry Potter movies. He plays, Draco Malfoy's dad. You ever seen those movies?
No.
Well, he's in them. And he plays, the dad
Logan's
of, the
trying
villain.
to get me to watch him right now because he's watched them and I haven't.
You've never seen him?
I've never watched one of them.
Dude, I was a fucking
Not one
dork for Harry Potter
movie,
when I was a kid.
Not one Lord of the Rings movie. Not one Hobbit movie. And trust me, with all the kids I teach these days, I get a lot of shit about it.
Have you seen Star Wars?
I saw one old one, but I was so young I couldn't tell you. And then I've seen the one with Darth Maul. That guy was a badass. I saw that one. And then I think I saw one after that, maybe.
That's wrong.
I liked them when I watched them. I liked them. They were cool. But it was nothing that I got into. It was like, oh, dude, I got to see the next one. But this is also coming from the guy that saw Cobra Kai Season 1. And the very first episode of Season 1, I was in tears. Oh, this is the greatest show ever.
That show's fucking good.
Twice in 30 minutes. I did not stop watching it.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that show.
Yeah.
It
hit all the right spots for me.
I know. Yeah,
But I'm old.
It's so cheesy, and the acting is so bad, but something just works. It works because it takes the essence of an old 80s movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that was the reality back then. People believing in karate is like the shit. There's a karate dojo in every other fucking corner.
Yeah, and that's what almost makes it so fun is because it's you and I probably knowing that karate isn't the most effective form of striking and watching how seriously these actors take it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
There's not one MMA gym or one Thai boxing gym or one jiu-jitsu studio within miles. What?
I know. It's can you imagine? Just imagine this. You have all these different karate schools, rivals. Imagine if one Thai boxer did the karate tournament.
It's a wrap.
Well, actually, I
probably
lied.
Disqualified. Our one jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Can you imagine, they get in a fight with a Thai boxer and just, really, we're going to do your little spinning shit. Yeah. Go ahead. I love that show. I sold surfboards to the dude that plays Hawk.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out Jacob. I don't know his last name, but I know his first name's Jacob. Hope you're enjoying your Ripster and your 949 comp.
Hell yeah. Anywho, we'll attempt to go back to the Patriot.
Yeah, we'll try. We're gonna be on this Patriot. We're gonna be on the movie for 30 more seconds, but we're gonna find another thing to get off on track.
The end scene when one of the things I love too, because again it goes back to fighting, is strategy. When he said Cornwallis knows how good he is, and because of that we can use it against him. Mm-hmm. How can we use this against him? Right? And he knows we're going to fold. They see us do it time and time again. Let's use that. Let's go here, pretend we fold, and then when they fucking come after us, we'll get them back. And I'm just like, there it is, see?
Yeah.
And to me, that's a lot of fighting,
Right.
Okay, if I show him the jab and he counters it, I'm going to feint it so that he thinks he's going to counter it, and when he does, I'm going to counter his counter.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's a lot of how fighting works, right?
And it really like kind of makes you appreciate like the tacticians and like the strategic mindset of like all those generals back then and the shit they would come up with. Like when you look at how they fought, you know, and trying to keep the honor among war, and how they would stand up and they would just line up and fire and then watching how like, you know, people are like Americans like, fuck that, I'm getting in trees and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm gonna cover up with bushes and lay down. It's hard to shoot me when I'm laying down. I'll still get you just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, our militia was another thing. That was
because they were like this is war.
Yeah.
People are dying. Fuck the whole standing in line like a gentleman, like, yep, I'm standing here in the open, hope no one shoots me.
Yeah. Or when the cannonballs come rolling by you and just rip legs off, you're like,
hopefully
there's
I'm
a
not
big
next.
metal ball coming after me at about 100 miles an hour. What should I do? Move.
It blows my mind that was how they fought for like years.
Yeah.
I'm like,
generations.
I'm like, nobody thought about just
Moving?
dipping the head, maybe.
Duck.
I'm sure people will be like, you know, 200 years from now, I'm sure they'll be saying the same shit about how we fight now.
It's gonna be hard, bro. We got fucking drones and crazy shit, and I'll tell you what, man, our military is second to none, cuz them motherfuckers is bad.
And all the stuff that like they have that we don't even that they're not even gonna tell us about.
Right.
Unreal. I think about that all the time. Like
Same.
the shit that we probably can do, we could probably blow up this planet, Mars, and like 6 other planets within like 2 shots.
So, Maverick, you know how they had the 5th gen planes? How they were saying like, oh, like the 5th gen planes are like
unbeatable.
The craziest, right? You can't beat them. Well, there's been 5th gen planes for some time now, right? But a lot of places have them. Russia, Japan, us, like
right.
A lot of people have them. But there's been a revamp of one of them. That's I forget the exact name of it, but only the U.S. has it. They won't let anyone else. They won't sell it. They won't let them have the plane. They won't sell the plane because normally that's how we make money is we sell planes and plans and all this shit to other countries so that they can have the same type of stuff, right?
Right.
And this one plane they won't because it is that unbeatable, and it will fuck up a lot of 5th gen planes. So we're the only one to have it, which I think is pretty fucking rad, right?
Yeah, I'm into that idea.
Yeah.
that gets my nationalistic urge just fucking fueled.
Yeah.
Like anything like, you know what's like so funny about like the Olympics? You can be watching the goofiest sport in the world. I will be on the edge of my seat watching curling if America's in the final. Like I don't give it like they're having breakdancing in the next Olympics. You bet your ass if America is in the final, I'm going to be full blown red, white, and blue. I'll be busting it down like fuck that shit up, man. Like I'm just getting like it's. How do you like something you can involve?
And the best part is it's not a racist thing. It's a proud thing.
Yeah,
you're proud of where you're from.
Absolutely.
And some people are like, oh god, but no, it's not racist, dude. I don't want harm on the other people. I just want to win, really, really bad.
And that's what's crazy, specifically with like hockey. When I watch hockey, I can name a couple players that are American that I despise, and I just like I wait for the day that they get in a fight and somebody just racks them, or they get like just shot into the boards and their career's done. Mm-hmm. But then you put that guy on the national team, and I'm the biggest fan in the world. I'm buying his jersey. I'm screaming his name. Then he goes back to the NHL. I'm like, fuck that guy. Don't care about him.
Yeah.
But put him on that involve the United States in some way, and I'm going to freak out.
It's pride in country, boy.
It's true. Yeah. In anything.
And that's the movie The Patriot, because you're a patriot. That's the best part about that movie is it makes you so proud to be an American.
Yeah.
Like as soon as that flag goes up at the end when he kills that fool, finally kills that fool, and waves that thing side to side and like don't break the line and all that shit, and they see him and they start running back. That is one of the most fucking badass moments.
And it's the poetry of, I'm trying to remember like what it was that he got. He takes like the little toy soldier, right?
Yeah.
Melts it down, his son's like little toy soldier, melts it down, makes a bullet with it, and that's what he kills the dude that killed his son with.
Yeah.
And it's just the justice of it. You're just like,
Yeah.
this is such a well-written script.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
Yeah.
Just knowing that, like,
Someone thinks like me.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Like,
I'm a psycho, and if you hurt my kid, I'd be doing the same shit.
I don't even have kids, and I'm like, I was ready to shoot the same fucking guy over it. It makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it makes you want to go pour tea into the harbor. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can describe it.
Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, that's a historical joke for you. If you didn't get that, it's because you dropped out of high school.
And if you didn't get that, you're the problem. Just kidding.
All our friends are just idiots. Are just like, what?
Yeah. No, my friend. I'll have friends that are gonna listen to this and be like, "Dude, he's a dick," and then I'll have other friends listening to it that are just like, "God damn it, boy, that was some patriotic shit. I loved it."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yee. Yeah, that.
What's the fucking roll tide?
Yeah, roll tide. Bama.
Bama, horns up. Or what, that's Texas. Texas, horns up.
I can't. You seen a lot of those TikTok things?
I can't. You know, I can't.
The funny
fucking,
cheerleader ones. Those things I have.
the guy
makes fun of them.
Yeah.
I have one of those. I'll try to insert it right here.
Alabama, roll tide on Sean.
Alabama, roll tide on Sean.
Arizona, bear down.
Arizona, bear down.
Louisiana, who that, baby?
Louisiana, who that, baby? Because that shit is funny.
Of the girls like, my name's Linda, I'm going to Alabama University.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it just
And I
does.
have no idea why it always reminds me of Taylor. No offense. This is the first person I think of when I see that shit.
No. I just, working in like a restaurant, you have to see so many people that you went to high school with who now go to college and then they're frat. And it's like, it's so just fucking annoying when they come back. I'm like, oh my God, how are you? I'm like, listen, you don't care how I am. I don't care how you are. Like, I know you. I know we're going to play this little game of, oh my God, catch up, how fun. But in reality, it's like, you're going to tell me the same story about how you're in Kappa Gamma Whamma. Anyway, sorry.
That's fair. Dude, it's funny too because I go on tangents like that and people think I'm just mean or something like that. It's not. It's just, those are the realities that a lot of people have and they don't admit it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many of my friends do not want to go to San Clemente to bars or do anything because they don't want to run into people. It's exactly what you're saying because they don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
You got to play that game.
Yeah.
And as a server in a restaurant, I not only have to play that game, but I'm fucking amazing at that game. My situation is different because I know who they are. I just don't want to see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know what's funny is some people are gonna watch this and be like, he's probably talking about me. I'm not. I am. Yeah. No, I am. It's just like you hear the same fucking story over and over again, and you get sick of it. Like, you think your little frat story is original. It's not.
Yeah.
I've heard it 1,000 times from 1,000 different people, and every time I hear it, I am so thankful that I go to a community college. Because if I was in they're like, yeah, they're hazing me, it's so fun. They get me like blackout drunk, and then they put me in a barrel for 48 hours. I'm like, what?
Why?
Like, you're buying friends is what you're doing. That's silly.
That's retarded.
I just found out you have to pay to be in those. In frats.
You see, you just learned that, and I did too. See, this is educational. See, not only are we not learning about the Patriot movie, we're also learning about other shit in life because, yeah.
If you cut this down to like us talking about the Patriot, you have 2 minutes of footage.
Yeah. Which is fine because that 2 minutes is going to be the most patriotic shit, talking about one of the most patriotic movies.
Real.
And we'll just give you guys more reason to get off your ass, go buy the movie, or just go on your live stream and hit watch.
Yeah, one of you Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, someone's got to have it.
So, I know Amazon has it because I have it on Amazon.
Really?
So, yeah. My Amazon collection is pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid. I have lots of movies.
Like, stupid in a way that it's just an excessive amount of movies, or stupid because it's just
It's
a
an
weird
excessive
ass
amount
collection?
No, it's an excessive amount of movies, but it's also like the best movies. It's like they're the greatest. Like everyone who's gone through my list, oh damn, I forgot that movie. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie? We should review each of our favorite movies.
Damn, we could. My movies are different though, bro. They're out there. Like, all of my movies just got bunked down a spot.
Because of Top Gun?
Because Maverick took over. Maverick's
That's
now
your number
the
one?
number one.
Wow.
And number 2 and 3, people, if I tell you, I cannot imagine how much shit I'm going to get for this.
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
One's Titanic.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. Next one's going to be hard. Kind of a hint?
It's on my right hand.
Oh, shit. I got no clue. I can't get it.
So, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, my fucking God. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
the
bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio one?
Yeah, cuz.
You know who directed that? I think that... No, I lied. I was going to say that's directed by the same dude who directed Elvis, but I think I'm wrong.
But my whole world,
Let me find out.
when I was young, you know what I mean? I felt like I understood him, right? So, being younger, seeing that movie and having those stigmas of, hey, you're not allowed to talk to that guy or this for whatever bullshit reason, had nothing to do with you two, just because people said so, right? That just used to seem to come up when I was young. So something it resonated with me. So watching it, and I'm a hopeless romantic, like whether people believe it or not, like chick flicks and fucking love movies, I love them all.
Oh, I do too.
Like Just Friends,
It was
Wedding Day,
the guy that
The
directed
Proposal,
Elvis. Same guy.
Yeah, all those movies are my fucking jive. So, I mean, I love action movies like anybody, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, my favorite action heroes.
I'm the same way, but I feel like I subconsciously got into fighting because I have just an obsession with rom-coms, and I feel like I needed to balance it out with something masculine.
What's a rom-com?
A romantic comedy.
A romantic comedy is rom-com. Huh, makes sense. Never heard it that way.
You've never heard the term rom-com?
No.
Bro.
I've heard chick flicks.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think chick flicks is just not appropriate these days. It's not, however these people talk.
They're rom-coms, Frankie. No, I fucking love rom-coms though. Like, literally my favorite movies are rom-coms.
Yeah. Hence two of my favorite movies, right? Titanic was also because I was scared the shit out of it. When I was young, I was deathly afraid of the ocean, and I was afraid of like going on boats and being stuck at sea because I got stuck seeing some movie where a tidal wave flipped over a boat, the Poseidon movie. I don't know why that movie scared the shit out of me, but I'd watch it like this every time it was on TV. And then it got remade, and I was like, they brought it back to life. This shit's haunting me.
He's real.
Yeah. Now I remember just being like fascinated with the ocean, deathly afraid of the ocean. Bro, there is more undiscovered ocean than there is space. Think about that. That's insane. The ocean is a scary fucking place.
I think it makes up over 70% of the world, and I think they've said something like we've only discovered 10% of it or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it's out of control.
Yeah.
Right? Orcas, anybody knows orcas scare the shit out of me. They're the scariest fucking creatures on the planet.
Really?
Yep.
It's one of my goals. I want to see one in real life. I want to go scuba diving with an orca.
You're an idiot.
I don't think
No,
so.
see, that's some white people shit. I'm gonna go swim with an orca. Why? They're called killer whales. They're not called nice whales.
They don't
Not
kill
like,
humans.
Come take a picture. Bitch, bullshit. What do you mean?
You're one of those people who sees it. The guy's like, my dog doesn't bite. You're like, bitch, it's got teeth.
Yes, 1,000%. It will bite you when it needs to. Yeah, an orca might not kill a human because it doesn't need to. If it sees your bony ass in the water, you know what I mean? If it sees my big ass in the water, it's gonna be like, hey, lunch. Yeah, negative. I'm gonna be flying up there like a seal. No, negative.
That's hilarious.
They're the most gangster fucking creatures on the planet.
I've seen sharks scuba diving.
Yeah, see, no, fuck that. And the orcas make sharks their bitch.
Yeah.
They're one of few creatures who can go punk a great white. Like, they literally punk them. They run into them, hit them, flip them over, hold them there so they fucking drown, and then they just eat their liver. A couple of them just eat them. That's insane.
You gotta wonder, like, what separates... Obviously, I know what separates a human from a great white shark, but why does a orca see a great white and it goes after that rather than us? You know what I mean? I wonder if there's more people that get killed by orcas or by killer whales. Or by great white sharks.
Well, I think with killer whales, too, it's their environment, right? There's different pods and different packs, but they're not everywhere, right? Where great whites are kind of like all over. They travel. There's different waters, different temperatures.
But it's still like...
So there's so many of them in comparison to killer whales. And killer whales are smart. They are pack animals. So
because
what one learns, it teaches, right? So the mom and the elders will teach the young as it grows up. Where most sharks, not all, but most sharks are single. They're by themselves. So what it learns along its life, when it dies, all that information dies with it.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're a child and you get brought up, it's like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do this. So this is how you hunt. This is how you do it. So now over its life, it's learned all this from the beginning, and now all the things it continues to learn, right, gets passed on and passed on and passed on. Which is why when you watch these things hunt, some of them have different styles of doing it. And you'll watch them just be fucking, bro. They're assassins. One pops up, spins, just kind of sees where it's at, goes under, communicates where the motherfucker is. Two go, boom, create a wave so it flushes it in. Then the fucking other one's under the water waiting for it to hit the water. Bro, they're just crazy hunters. It's pretty wild to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's you know what's crazy? So I think killer whales are actually a part of the dolphin family.
Yeah, they're smart.
So I was thinking about this the other day. Like, dolphins are supposed to be more intelligent than humans, right? So, like, what if a dolphin, this is a super stupid thing to say, but what if a dolphin had, like, hands and legs and had a dolphin's mind in, like, our bodies? What do you think society would look like? You think it would be way more advanced than what we have now? Or does their mind just work differently? Are they intelligent in different ways? You know what I mean? Like, the way that we've built all these roads and bridges and buildings and technology.
That's why I think people, I think some of that's people, right? They're more intelligent than people. Are they, though?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Swim
I'm
in the
like,
water and eat fish.
I'm like, can a dolphin make an iPad?
No. And this is like people who have dogs. I love this saying, but my dog's different. No, it's more like every other dog than it isn't. But it just knows because it smells. No, it knows because it knows you. Dogs are better at these things most.
Yeah.
Right? But that's like almost all of them. Like, it's not just yours. But it's my son. Is it though? No, it's not.
How about this? Have a real son, and then pick
conversation.
one.
I had this conversation.
Pick one.
You know, a friend lost a dog, and she was devastated, and I was like, that sucks. And she was, you know, kind of going on about how it's a child, this, that, and the other. And I was like, you can't really compare him. And she got upset with me, saying, I don't understand. I'm insensitive and all this other crap, right? Like, literally being mean. She was mean to me. Next day, comes in with this fucking smile. Oh my God, this is who we're going to go get. Look at, isn't he cute, this puppy? I was like, okay, see, here's what I'm talking about. If my kid died tomorrow, I'm not going to go look at one of the foster kids. Look, I'm going to go replace it tomorrow with this. Like, it doesn't work. The grieving is not the same, bro. I'm telling you. Trust me, a kid is a lot more, you're more attached to a child that is from you and your loins than a fucking animal that lives for a few years.
Imagine if somebody whose kid just died was like, you know what? I'm going to get a different breed now.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Imagine that.
Bro, it was like the craziest shit to, but again, I know animal lovers out there are going to hate me for that, but
fuck
it's
'em.
true. It's true. Sorry, I hate to break it to you. Animals are essential. They bring happiness and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Kids are different. You can't compare it to a kid.
No.
Sorry.
If you think they're comparable, have a dog and then have a kid and then watch that dog scratch that kid and then I'm going to watch you drown that dog.
Yeah. For real.
Anyway,
back to the movie. What
The Patriot. Great movie. I highly recommend it. For the summer, it's a great 4th of July movie. It's just a great movie in general.
5 out of 5.
I thought we were doing out of 10.
Are we doing out of 10? 10 out of 10.
I think the more like numbers we add to the scale, the more
10.
detailed we can be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But I give it a 10 out of 10.
I would.
Historical data, cinematography, the story, the emotions they put within it, because it is real and fake, right? There's definitely creativity from the director, but there's also
like this guy wasn't a real
pieces.
person,
right?
But it is a historical film in that the characters are real for the most part. Mm-hmm. Like Cornwallis was a real general,
correct?
You know what I mean? And a lot of these battles and a lot of these things take place. They just basically add a character that
makes you want to watch.
Could have existed,
correct?
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm looking for a reason to give it a 9. I don't think I can. I think I got to give it a 10. I can't think of anything wrong with this. It literally, movie is everything.
Yeah.
It's going to make you laugh. You probably will cry.
Yeah, if you don't cry, you have no emotions. You have no soul.
Yeah. And then you're going to want to go buy a, 10 by 10 American flag and stick it in the ground and just
and
fucking
you're going to want to get
by
an old ass gun that you have to fucking load like.
Yeah.
Wait there! Don't rush me. I'm loading. Hold on. That was some crazy shit.
That's one of those wild things that can you imagine if we gave like kids, you know how you give your kid's first phone as like a Disney phone or a BlackBerry? Imagine if his first gun was like a flintlock pistol. He's just like, hold on.
Yeah.
Another one. Boom. Okay. Another one. Like
Yeah.
just 6 bullets takes you like 20 minutes to get through.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Unreal.
So you got it. The Patriot. Great movie. We recommend it. 10 out of 10. Let us know what you think. If you have any other movies that you would like us to kind of review.
If you have any movies that you want us to talk about for 2 minutes and then go off about whales,
Yeah.
let us know.
The main tangent here was to tell all you people who don't respect the USA and how blessed you are to live here. That was the main thing of why I want to do this movie review. Mm-hmm. Is basically to tell all those people you're blessed to have the things that you have. Even the things you think you hate are still blessings. And I hope you change your perspective and learn to love the country that you're in, because the people that die for you to give you these freedoms, they love you even if you don't think they do. They're giving up everything for it. So for that, ladies and gentlemen of the armed services,